they had a draft system some way, I don't know. Even if you weren't, he didn't have slaves and he didn't think slavery was right, but they took him anyway.
He didn't have a choice.
He had 10 kids, and 2 of the boys went too.
Oh, really?
And of course, Papa was, I think, about 3 or 4, maybe not even that old, but anyway, he left and was in one of those big battles, and they captured him, and they took him, and of course they captured a bunch more, to Minnesota to Stockade.
Oh.
To spend his time. But they told him if he would not try to run away, they would let him work on a farm outside of prison, and that way he could get better food and everything like that. And he agreed to do that, and that's what he did. And so, after eventually, of course, the war ended, you know, and they brought him in, and they said, the war's over, you can go home. Well, there he was. The only way to get home was walking. From Minnesota to Virginia was a long walk.
Wow. Wow.
But anyway, he took off and did get home, you know. And of course went through Indiana, and he was impressed with it was a good farm area. And, anyway, he decided to get some, I don't know if it's wheat or corn, but it ground to make flour of some kind for feeding the family, you know. And the miller wouldn't take his money, and it was just the Confederate dollars, you know. And that's all they had, but it made him mad, and they got to squabbling, and I think the way they just told, he grabbed that old guy by the beard and jerked on it and said, well, that's all right, we'll leave. So he sold out what he had and went to Indiana, and that's where his family started, actually.
Okay.
Or not his family, that's where Papa's family started. Of course, Papa was a little boy still then, and he said, man alive, there was a lot of fights when he got over there.
I bet, being in Indiana, because they were from the South. Wow.
But anyway, after a period of time, he grew up and met Memo, and they started producing kids, 3 boys.
But they lived in Indiana at that time?
Yeah.
Okay, when did they move to Missouri, or did they move to Missouri?
Well, it was in, I don't know what the deal was, how they found out about it, but someone knew about what they were doing down there. See, what had happened, that country where we lived would overflow a lot
From the river?
river, you know. Mississippi was only about 20 miles away. And it'd come a big old rain and the bar ditch, so everything would
flood, yeah.
But anyway, I think somebody named Keith undoubtedly talked them into coming down there. So that's how they got down there. But see, when they got to Missouri, there was Daddy and Uncle Lester and Uncle Lawrence, and of course, to farm that land, you had to clear it. So Daddy and Uncle Lester started sawing trees down, and instead of just burning them like most of the people did, they made cross ties. There was a railroad coming through Dexter at that time, and needed ties, so they would cut a load of ties and take them to town, sell them. But anyway, those two could grab one of those old crosscut saws and whack a log into it in no time. You know,
is that right? Experience. They knew what they were doing.
Anyway, but they got them sawed down, and somebody was hoovering him about something, I don't know what. And he told him he bet so many dollars he could carry one of those cross ties to the top of the hill. And they would back out. They wouldn't.
They wouldn't bet him.
and this was down what they called the Cotton Belt, where the train went through. It was down at the foot of the hill, you know. And, but then he was hired with, I don't know, some other firm, I guess, to build that church. And
he built that church.
And yeah, he worked on it, and he was very agile. And of course, the beams up in the top was like so many churches. And they had him to do that, and I don't know how in the heck he ever got
those up there.
scaffolding enough to reach the top of that.
Because when did he build that? How?
Well, it was probably I think it was before 1910.
Wow.
And,
And where is that church? In Dexter?
yeah,
That's where it's at. Okay, that's what I thought.
yeah.
In Dexter, and it's the Christian church,
Yeah.
right?
Anyway, then when the building was completed, they kept him on to put in the stained glass windows of that church because he was so artistic.
So he did the windows as well. Grandpa Lyle in that church he built in Missouri.